Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to demystify one of the most powerful and maybe a little misunderstood concepts in tech right now, AI agents. And look, forget what you think you know about chatbots. We are talking about actual digital workers that are, no joke, set to completely change how we all work.
All right, let's just dive right in. The whole conversation around AI and jobs can get super confusing. So let's start with the hard truth. Because honestly, it feels like we're all standing at a crossroads, looking at two very different paths forward.
So, the latest research paints a pretty stark picture. Some analysts are predicting that AI agents could automate a massive 50%, half, of all current work by 2030. And this isn't just some far-off theory. Over 40% of companies are already saying they plan to reduce their workforce because of this tech. We're not just talking about a little shift here. This is a fundamental reshaping of the entire job market.
But, and this is a really big but, here's the twist. This slide really shows you the two sides of the exact same coin. So on one hand, yeah, the threat of automation is real. But on the other hand, at the exact same time, there is a massive surge in demand for people who actually know how to use this new technology.
And the numbers totally back this up. 2/3 of employers are actively out there right now looking for people with AI literacy to help drive their businesses forward. And they're not just looking for people who kind of know about it. They want employees who can automate parts of their own jobs and deliver like 5 to 10 times the output of someone who can't. It's a huge difference.
I love this quote from the technologist Naval Ravikant. He basically says the best way to make sure you're on the winning side of this whole shift is surprisingly simple. Just learn the fundamentals. It's not about becoming a world-class coder overnight. It's just about understanding the new tools of the trade.
So what is this technology that's causing such a huge shift? Let's get really specific. What exactly is an AI agent? And what makes it so different from the AI we've all been playing with for the last couple of years?
You know, the clearest way to think about an AI agent is literally as a digital employee. It's a digital worker you can build and put to work for you. Just like you'd hire a person for a specific role, you can now create a digital worker, give it a job description, and have it work on your behalf 24/7.
And this analogy just nails the key difference between an agent and the basic chatbots we're all used to. A chatbot just gives you information, right? It's like a waiter who can only tell you what's on the menu. An agent, on the other hand, can actually take action. It's the waiter who takes your order, sends it to the kitchen, and actually brings you the food. Agents don't just talk, they do.
And this ability to take action, that's what makes them so incredibly powerful. You're not just getting information anymore. You have a digital worker that can actually manage your calendar, update your sales system, search through databases, and generate documents for you. This is what turns them from a simple information tool into a genuinely productive member of your team.
So how in the world do they do all that? Let's pop the hood for a second and see how an AI agent actually thinks and operates. Turns out, it's actually a lot like a human employee.
Okay, so just like a person needs a brain, instructions, and tools to do their job, an agent needs 5 key things. First, it's got a brain. That's the core large language model like GPT-4. It needs instructions from you. That's the prompting that guides its behavior. It needs a memory so it can remember past conversations. It uses external knowledge, maybe like your company's internal documents. And crucially, it needs tools, connections to other software that let it actually do things in the real world.
Now, that might sound like a lot, but here's the really cool part. Even though there are 5 technical components, a builder, the person actually creating the agent, only really needs to focus on 3 of them. It's kind of like being a chef. You don't need to build the oven or invent flour. You just need to know how to combine the key ingredients to make something amazing.
And this simplification is everything. It's what unlocks the power of agents for pretty much everyone. You don't have to be a top AI researcher to build something incredibly powerful. You just need to get good at mixing these 3 core ingredients.
So here it is, the recipe. By combining just these 3 things, you can create millions of different kinds of digital workers. You give it the specific knowledge it needs, you connect it to the right tools so it can take action, and you write a clear prompt to guide what it does. Seriously, it's that simple.
All right, so now that we know what they are and kind of how they're built, let's look at the fun stuff. How are real businesses using them right now to get ahead? Because this isn't science fiction. It is happening today. One of the most powerful ways to use them is as a co-pilot, which is basically an agent designed to help a specific employee do their job better. So for example, a sales co-pilot can instantly research a new lead the second they fill out a form
analyze their company's website and LinkedIn, and spit out a perfect pre-call report with talking points. It makes every single sales rep dramatically more effective.
Okay, this one's a total game changer, the lead generation agent. Imagine something on your website that works 24/7, answers super detailed questions about your products, grabs contact info, and even books sales calls directly into your calendar. It's like having a top-performing salesperson who never, ever sleeps. And then there are the agents that work completely behind the scenes, like a secret intelligence unit. A new lead comes in, and this agent just springs into action, scouring the web for data, checking if they're a good fit, and then preparing a detailed brief for your team on exactly how to approach them. It's like having your own automated team of research analysts. So you can see how understanding this technology is quickly becoming a modern-day superpower. And it really leaves all of us with a fundamental choice. In this new era of digital work, the question isn't whether change is coming, it's what role are you going to play? Will you be the one building the future, the architect, or will you become a relic of the past?